Hello. Okay, today is day 21 of the 30-day comic challenge, and this is my first video, so please bear with me. So day 21 is your favorite writer, and I'm going with the fact that this is a writer that I would follow, who I would follow anywhere, whether he or she was writing DC, Marvel, Image, was coming from the outside, coming into comics for the first time. If it was that, it's not necessarily just someone that I'm enjoying their writing right now, and maybe I'm only um, reading just one thing, but maybe I don't like something else. But this is just someone who I would actually follow wherever they go because I love their writing. And number one on that list is my favorite writer is Octavia Butler. And she's on the list now because of the fact that one of her novels, Kindred, has finally received some kind of recognition, and it's now been made into a graphic novel. Unfortunately, my copy hasn't arrived yet because there's been some issues with my comic shop, and hopefully it'll arrive in the next couple of weeks. If it does not, I will probably have to bow down and go to Amazon or some other source to get it but I really want to try to support my local comic shop. And because I just love Octavia Butler and her writing within this realm, and her portrayal of strong human or human-like women of color, African women of African ancestry. I really like that portrayal of it and being able to see myself in a book. So that's always refreshing. Second on that list of writers that I would follow wherever they are, and luckily she's an independent writer right now, so she's an independent creator. Her name is Regine Sawyer, and one of her first works that I picked up was Eating Vampires. It is just a beautifully drawn book, and it's a wonderful, captivating story with strong women who look like me. And when I say that, they look like a real woman should look. And it's just a beautiful story. I mean, then just I'm waiting for the next chapter because I mean, look at this. Look at the art. Look at this. It just makes you want to see what's going on with that little girl. What's going on in this life? Who are these characters? And they just draw you in. And another one of her books that just recently dropped is called Ice Witch. And so, like I say, her name is, oops, let me see if I can get this. Her name is Regine Sawyer, and she is absolutely amazing. She just brings you in to these stories, and they're strong. And I guess I shouldn't always just say strong because we get trapped into that only women of African ancestry have to be strong all the time. But no, these are women who are multifaceted and fully formed women who have lives, who have struggles and triumphs and moments that they don't triumph. And so they're realistic and women that I can truly relate to. And that also goes back to Octavia Butler. So there's a theme here. And then not lastly, because there's significantly other women, but another woman I definitely want to focus on or give a shout out to is Mildred Louis. And her book, even though I have an actual physical copy of it, Agents of the Realm, is actually a web comic that I look forward to the updates every every Tuesday and Thursday. But last year she put the first volume in form, and so I'm just showing like she draws the comic as well as writes the story. I mean, she is just absolutely amazing, and I've met her at a couple of cons, just like I've met Regine at a couple of cons, and they are just wonderful people, and it shows because the level of their work that they put out, and the level of just love that they put into their work. It's amazing. And the same with Octavia Butler, though I was not fortunate enough to actually meet her, and I feel really bad about that. But also with Mildred Louis, she also has a book called Bound Blades. So once again, women are just represented in so many different ways. Women that you actually come across in your life for real, and so it's just very refreshing because you don't necessarily get that. in the big two are just traditional, and I hate to say traditional, but just the stereotypical type of comics. You don't really get a feel for women and the female characters because a lot of times they're not voiced by women. And in these cases, they're the voices behind the characters are women, and they're women of color, and I really appreciate that. And so I wanted that to be a forefront of my first video here. And I know it's a little bit long, and I hope you just, like I say, bear with me. But this is day 21 of the 30-day comic challenge. Favorite writer, and I just had to give a shout out to these amazing women, and I can't wait to see what happens next with all of them. Even with Octavia Butler, I'm hoping that a couple of her other books get made into graphic novels. Thanks, everyone. Bye.